let's go visit with Oliver Sloup. He happens to be with Blue Line Futures. How was your weekend, Oliver?
It was a great Easter. Got a lot of home-cooked meals in me, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Nice. All right. Talk to me about what the traders are talking about right behind you there on the trading floor today. What's their mood on the grain?
Well, we obviously saw a nice close to the week, month, and quarter last week, and we saw some follow-through momentum on the Sunday night trade. I think one thing that is maybe just a hair disappointing is the fact that we weren't able to hold those overnight gains significantly. We're still green, yeah, sure, but we're well off the highs, and we often say volume confirms price. We saw the floor open and some profit taking kick into gear, and maybe some producers taking some risk off the table, which I would strongly encourage someone to do. If you were kicking yourself that you didn't take advantage of these higher prices, this is another opportunity to get something done. Now, looking at some of the technicals, kind of back towards the bottom end of the range for that May corn, I think 387. If we can kind of stabilize around there throughout the week, I think we're in good shape. We're still friendly this crop. If we can get back out above 392 to 395, I think that gives us a green light to push higher above that $4 handle. That pocket represents the key Fibonacci retracement, basically the 50% retracement from the July highs to the January lows. If we're able to get out above that, I think funds extend their net long position. Speaking of the funds and extending their net long position, that on the back of that crop report, funds bought 43,000 contracts on Thursday, which was their biggest single buying day on record, I believe.
All right, looking at December corn right now, I see where it looks like it's trading higher by just a little bit. And it looks like in last check, we're up about 2 pennies or so, around 413.5. Does that mean that you expect to see a lot of additional farmers' sales hitting the market here for forward contracting of the new crop here today?
I would expect that to kind of kick into gear a little bit more, and would encourage producers to be a little bit more proactive if they haven't been already. Again, I think there's still more room to the upside, but you never know. There's a lot of headwinds in this market. There's a lot of corn out there. So I think it's better to be proactive rather than reactive, and I think in the longer run, you won't be kicking yourself.
Soybeans are trading about 4 cents higher here today for the most part. I guess it wasn't a lot of follow-throughs buying today from the big report numbers and the initial reaction we had last week. Do you think it's going to hold on to that into the close, or do you think that's kind of a negative sign that they don't have more oomph behind them here?
Yeah, it would be nice to see a little bit more oomph. The Thursday's price actually kind of neutralized the chart. We're in a very bearish market environment, and I think that's probably going to continue if we can't hold ground here. If we aren't able to hang on to gains and do turn negative, I wouldn't be surprised to see the market make a run towards 1034 to 1038 for that May contract. That's a key support pocket that we're looking at. But again, Thursday's price action kind of neutralized the chart a little bit, so if we are able to hang out in the green through the first half of the week, that could start to change the tide. If the market can get out above 1063 to 1067, I think that shifts the gears towards the bullish momentum. We could see a run at contract highs or the year highs of 1082.